For hands-on 2, you are going to open up your glossary PY file. You are going to add 5 more dictionary items. And then all of those print statements you are going to replace with a single for loop. So it's really going to clean up your code. And let me show you what that could look like. So here is my list of 10 now. And then you can see that I'm using a for loop. I'm using glossary.items so that I can get to the key and the value. I'm printing the key on one line, and I'm printing the value on the second line. So that's basically what you need to do for that one. The next exercise is try it yourself 6-5. You have to have a dictionary with 3 major rivers and the country that the rivers run through. So the deal is that most rivers that are in Europe or South America run through more than one country. So, wanting to make this interesting for myself, I chose the Danube, the Amazon, and the Mississippi. So these are my lists. And as you can see, I've got my name or my key value pairs. The value for Danube is a list, and the value for Amazon is a list. And that's perfectly fine. In a dictionary, the value can be whatever data type you want. Okay, so this is my list of 3. Then it asks you to print it out 3 different ways. So the first way, they want the river and the countries printed out. So I've got my little for loop. I'm using rivers.items. I've got key and value. I can run the key through the title method, but I can't do that with the value because, as you can see, if I point at it, I've got some of my values in a list. Some of them are just a string. And so trying to run it through title will not work. However, I can just print out the value. It will let me do that. Okay, so this will work. And then after you print out the rivers and the countries, you need to print the rivers by themselves and the countries by themselves. So I've got a little for loop here where I'm using rivers.keys, and I am printing out the key, which is the name of the river. And then I'm kind of doing something similar for countries where I'm printing out the value and I'm using rivers.values. And again, I can't run the value through title because I got some in a list, I got some in a string. There is a workaround for this that you are going to be working with in hands-on 3. Okay, so for right now, this is kind of how you have to print this out. And just to show you what that looks like. Okay, so you can see for the list, this is kind of how it's printing in the brackets. The rivers print out great. And then it kind of does the same thing with the countries.